Listen closely, because what I'm about to say will save you years of pain. Most men wake up one day and realize too late that they've been gutting themselves for a woman who doesn't even respect them. They gave up their dreams. They ignored the red flags. They begged for scraps of attention like a starving dog at the dinner table. And in the end, she walked away like it was nothing. Why? Because deep down, women don't fall in love with men who need them. They fall for men who choose them. Today, I'm breaking down the 12 unforgivable mistakes most men make. Let me ask you something real quick. How many guys do you know who threw away their future for a woman? The guy who quit his business because she said it was taking too much time. The guy who stopped hitting the gym because she liked him just the way he was. The guy who let her walk all over him, cheat on him, disrespect him, and still crawled back, begging for another chance. You know why they all lost her in the end? Because a woman can't love a man who doesn't love himself first. And that's the cold, hard truth. See, women aren't cruel. They're not evil. They're just wired to follow their instincts. And their instincts scream when they see a man who sacrifices his purpose for her mood swings, chases her when she pulls away like a desperate puppy, tolerates disrespect because he's scared to be alone. That's not love. That's self-destruction. So today, we're cutting through the bullshit. 12 things you should never do for a woman, no matter how much you think you love her. And trust me. Number 5, that's the one that buries most men. But if you're ready to face the truth, let's dive in. And hey, if this is hitting a nerve already, smash that like button right now, because this is just the beginning. The 12 deadly mistakes. Number 1, never abandon your purpose for her. This is where men commit the greatest betrayal against themselves. You had dreams before you met her, a mission, a reason to wake up hungry. Then she came along, and slowly, without even realizing it, you started shrinking, canceling gym sessions to see her, working less on your business because she wanted more attention, putting her moods ahead of your mission. Here's the brutal truth she'll never tell you. The moment she feels she's more important than your purpose, she starts losing respect for you. Not because she's evil, because her biology demands she follow a man who leads, not one who follows her. A high-value woman doesn't want you to abandon your purpose. She wants to be part of it. Practical Stoic lesson. Every morning, ask yourself, am I building or begging today? If you're not growing, you're dying, and no woman stays attracted to a dying man. Number 2, never put her on a pedestal. I see you, king, writing poems she'll never read, planning dates she cancels, staring at your phone waiting for a text back like some lovesick teenager. Stop it. Women don't fall in love with their equals, they fall up. When you treat her like a prize, you become the consolation prize. When you act like she's doing you a favor by being there, she starts believing it. The ancient Stoics had a rule: admire but never worship. You can think she's amazing without acting like she's oxygen. You know what's truly attractive? A man who knows his own worth so deeply that his attention becomes the gift. Next time you feel that urge to over-compliment or over-pursue, ask yourself, would a Roman emperor beg for crumbs of attention? Then go lift weights or make money instead. Number 3, never chase her when she's pulling away. This is the test that destroys 90% of men. She starts texting less, being busy, giving one-word answers. And what do? You double down. You text more. You ask what's wrong. You become predictable. Here's the psychological truth. When a woman pulls away, chasing confirms your low value. Your neediness screams, I have no options. But when you match her energy, when you disappear into your purpose, that's when she wonders. And wondering is where attraction lives. Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react that matters. She pulls away? Good. Now you have more time to become the man she'll regret losing. Your Stoic move: the next time she goes cold, do this. Open your calendar. Schedule 3 things that make you better. Go do them, and you will forget her until she remembers you. Number 4, never try to buy her love. Let me guess, you thought expensive dinners would impress her. That designer gifts would make her loyal. That paying her rent would make her love you. And now, she's with some broke musician who treats her like an afterthought. Money attracts parasites, not partners. Real connection is built on respect and challenge, not your credit limit. The moment you open your wallet to compensate for lack of character, you've already lost. Seneca warned, poverty is when you need much. A man who thinks money buys love is spiritually poor. Build wealth for your mission, not as bait for attention. From today, never spend more on a woman than you would on your own mother. If that offends her, you just saved yourself a fortune in future divorce lawyers. Number 5. Never compromise your values. This right here, this is where men sign their own death warrant. You knew she cheated, but she cried. She promised. She said it would never happen again. So you folded. You swallowed your pride like bitter medicine and called it love. And now, she's doing it again. Why? Because you taught her you'll tolerate it. Listen carefully. A boundary without consequence is just a suggestion. The Stoics called this the discipline of assent. What you accept, you encourage. Every time you forgive what should be unforgivable, you carve another piece off your soul and hand it to her. Here's the iron law of masculinity. A man who won't enforce his standards might as well not have any. Write this down. My self-respect is non-negotiable. If she crosses that line, the door hits her back on the way out. No debates, no second chances, just quiet, irrevocable action. Number 6. Never ignore red flags. She's always joking about your insecurities. Her phone is always face down. Her ex just won't let go. But you explain it all away like some lovesick detective working overtime to prove your own case doesn't stink. Here's the painful truth. The red flags you ignore today become the reasons you're crying tomorrow. Women test men constantly, not because they're cruel, but because they need to know what you'll tolerate. And every time you swallow disrespect with a smile, you fail the test. Marcus Aurelius wrote, the first rule is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are. That phone secrecy, that's not privacy. That disrespect, not just her personality. See it for what it is, or suffer what's coming. Tonight, grab your journal. Write every red flag you've been ignoring. Now ask, would I let a business partner, friend, soldier act this way? Your answer will terrify you. Number 7. Never neglect your ambitions. You used to train like a gladiator. You used to be very happy and excited. Your business was growing. Your mind was sharp. Then you met her, and slowly you became softer, less focused, more concerned with her Instagram than your income statement. You lost yourself. Here's the brutal biology. Women are attracted to direction, not distraction. When she sees you putting her above your purpose, she doesn't feel loved. She feels burdened, because now she's responsible for your happiness, and that weight crushes attraction. Epictetus said, first say to yourself what you would be, then do what you have to do. Not what she wants you to be, not what gets you temporary affection. Your path, your legacy. A real queen doesn't want a court jester, she wants a king with his own kingdom. You're starting tomorrow. 3 hours before you're allowed to text her, you must spend 1 hour on your mission or work or purpose. No exceptions. Watch how her respect grows as your ambition does. Number 8, never beg for love. Look at you, double texting, asking, are you mad at me? Like some nervous teenager, checking her last online status. Pathetic. You know what's worse? She knows it too. Let me break this down simply. Anything you beg for, you've already lost. Attention, affection, respect. The moment your hands come together in supplication, you transform from a man into a beggar in her eyes. The Stoics practiced apatheia, not indifference, but freedom from unhealthy emotional dependence. When you need her validation, you've made yourself her slave. When you're fine with or without it, that's when you become truly powerful. From today, the instant you feel that begging energy rising, walk away, go silent. Let her wonder why you're not chasing. Either she comes back with renewed respect, or she was never yours to begin with. Number 9, Never stay in a one-sided relationship. Let's be real. You're the one always planning dates, always initiating texts, always keeping the conversation alive while she gives you one-word answers. You're working overtime for a woman who can't even be bothered to meet you halfway. Here's the cold truth. Relationships aren't 50-50. They're 100-100. If she's not matching your energy, she's not interested. She's just keeping you around for convenience. And the longer you tolerate it, the more she'll take you for granted. The Stoics called this the law of reciprocity. What you allow persists, what you reward continues. So ask yourself, if you stop putting in effort today, would this relationship even survive tomorrow? Stoic reality check. Test it, pull back. If she doesn't step up, you just got your answer and your freedom. Number 10, never tolerate disrespect. She rolls her eyes when you speak, talks over you in public, dismisses your opinions like they're jokes, and you laugh it off. Oh, that's just how she is. No, that's how you've allowed her to be. Let me make this clear. The first time she disrespects you, it's her fault. The second time, that's on you. A man who won't enforce his boundaries is a man without boundaries, and women don't respect men they can walk over. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. You can't control her words, but you damn sure control what you tolerate." The moment disrespect starts, you have two choices. Call it out immediately or walk away permanently. No third options. Next time she disrespects you, freeze, lock eyes, say nothing. Let the silence hang until she feels the weight of it. That's how a king corrects without begging. Number 11. Don't take permission to live your life. Wait, you actually text her to ask if you can go out with the boys? You check with her before buying things with your money? You let her track your location like some parole officer? My guy, you're not in a relationship, you're in custody. A strong woman doesn't want a puppet, she wants a partner. And partners don't ask for permission, they give courtesy. There's a difference. One is leadership, the other is submission. The Stoics believed in self-governance. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. So if she's controlling, don't rebel. Just act like a free man by default. Go where you want, spend what you earn. If she can't handle that, she wasn't yours to keep. Starting today, stop asking, start informing. Hey, going out with the guys Saturday, not can I, not is that okay. Just facts. Watch how quickly her respect grows when she sees you're not negotiating your freedom. Number 12, never change your core identity. You used to love MMA. Then she said it was too violent. You had a sharp sense of humor, then she called it offensive. Now, you're a watered-down version of yourself, wondering why the spark is gone. Here's the truth. Authenticity is magnetic. Compromise is corrosive. The moment you start cutting pieces off yourself to fit her ideal, two things happen. You resent her, and she loses attraction for the real you. Seneca said, "To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment." The right woman won't want you to change. She'll fall in love with who you already are. This week, revive one thing you abandoned for a woman. A hobby, a belief, a style. Reclaim it. If she balks, you just dodged a lifetime of slow suffocation. 12 mistakes. 12 ways men destroy themselves for love that wasn't real. But here's the good news. Knowing them makes you dangerous, not to women, but to your own weaknesses. From today, you don't beg, you don't bend, you don't betray yourself for anyone's affection. Because the secret wasn't ever about getting her to love you, it was about becoming a man worthy of your own respect. If you like what you just learned, then you should like this video and subscribe so you can get more information like this. Now go. Build your purpose, enforce your boundaries, and let the right woman prove herself to you.